back to Hofstra University, where the East Regional Finals will be underway in just a moment. We'll stand for the national anthem, and then we'll give you the standing lineups.
We direct your attention to the American flag, which is located on the north side of this physical fitness center, and we ask you to join in with the performance of our national anthem.
Go to the starting lineups. For Peekskill at 19-3, the Section 1 champs, the Red Devils, coming in like this: Derek Robillard and Gus Egan in the backcourt, 32 and 34 respectively. Both seniors. Elton Grant in the middle, 6'7" sophomore. LaRon Bailey and Taiji Washington up front, 6'6". Bailey, a senior, and the junior is Washington. For the Cold Spring Harbor Seahawks, hugging in front of their bench right now, Mac Albert and Mike DiMitrio in the backcourt, both juniors. Zach Viders is the third guard. It's a three-guard rotation, so they'll try to throw at Peekskill what O'Neill did last Tuesday. It didn't work for O'Neill's. They lost by 20. Peter Gannon is the one forward. He goes to 6'2" junior. And, of course, Wally Serbiak, 4'4", count him. There he is. Consonants at the top of his name. 2 Z's in there. 6'6" senior.
Made a correction in the pregame. We said he scored 72 in a game. He scored 52.
52.
So it's amazing.
Not bad at all.
The chain letter gives him points.
DiMitrio has the ball first as the tap goes to Cold Spring Harbor. They have the basketball. They're in the white and red. Peekskill in their blue, red and white. Jumper from the baseline, no good. And out comes Robillard running. They love to run, the Peekskill Red Devils, as you know. Robillard to Bailey, double teamed inside. To Grant misses it, but Washington is there. Packed house here at Hofstra. We'll give you some shots of the crowd. You can see it in the background there. Both schools showing up big time. Cold Spring Harbor right around here. Bailey in the middle. Count it. And the foul right away. And they take it at the big guy. What you want to do, Chris, because you want the big guy there, one main guy, to get in foul trouble, and immediately he picks up the foul. Smart play.
Serbiak's first personal. Vintage Peekskill right off the bat. We wanted to see if Cold Spring was going to come out and try to muscle Peekskill. It may take a couple of minutes to kind of get warmed up to the game, get a little sweat on that uniform before you start pounding inside.
Grant misses, and Washington is there. Oh, they love the glass. Look at Bailey, but ripped down by Serbiak eventually. 2 chances by Peekskill off the miss. Here comes Cold Spring. Blocked by Brand from behind. Gus Egan able to get it. He's got men on the wing, but it's stolen back by DiMitrio. Here he comes.
It down.
And they'll try it again, and he won't make it. Boy, twice Brand has made 2 good defensive plays on layups. Bailey looks to Brand, who lays it home.
You don't want to run. Cold Spring Harbor is in trouble right away. 4-0. Don't want to let Peekskill go on one of those runs.
Peter Gannon had 2 breaks and got blocked by Branton and missed a layup because of the presence of the big guy. He's got it again. Looks to Serbiak, who dribbles. Triple team. And here's Gannon from the corner. He's short. And you can already tell this team out of bounds. It'll go to Peekskill. This team, unless Serbiak gets off, is going to have a problem finding baskets in the half court, Chris.
The pattern in the postseason for Peekskill has been huge killer runs in the first 4 or 5 minutes of the first quarter. The opposition comes back with a timeout, and Peekskill goes into a mini funk. We'll see how many points Peekskill can accumulate before CSH comes up with a timeout.
And interestingly enough, as Robillard takes it and is blocked by Serbiak, but right there, look at Bailey. this year. They've always come out strong.
That's a good point, Jimmy. I haven't seen this team as the propensity that you have over the last few years. I've seen them on a regular basis this year. And let me tell you, out of the gates, they are one tough team to handle, particularly in the postseason. They come to play.
Yeah, they have. They are, obviously, if they're still alive, 4-0 in the postseason. Actually, 5-0 because they won their big blowout game before Albertus Magnus, and they lead this one 7-0. And now they're getting into that press. 3-1-1 with Grant back. Let's see if this works. It worked so well against O'Neal. Got a good job by Cold Spring getting it over. Demetrio again at the top of the key. You got to try to get the ball to Cisniak.
The role of defense belongs to Taiji Washington.
Yeah, and he loses him for a second there, and Demetrio off the pick is able to hit, and they're off the snide. 7-2, Peekskill. Bailey trying to post up. He's got it. Good fronting defense. Nice save by Mac Albert. And here comes Demetrio. 23 is Viters. Outside to Gannon. Gannon dribbles. Pops. Hits. 7-4, Peekskill.
So far, Demetrio Serbiak shut out. Seahawks within 3.
Oh, good move by Robillard. He lost his man, but he misses the layup and tipped back out. Picked up by Viters. Viters leading the pack. Slows it up. Cannot find Serbiak. He is covered like a blanket. Egan and Washington hit him outside. Somebody's got to be open, and the open man is inside. 21, Mac Albert. 6 straight points for Cold Spring. They are taking advantage of the double and triple teams right now.
Everybody on the Red Devil defense sat back. Thought the other guy was going to take him.
They got to worry about the other 4 guys on the floor. Sometimes the big guy can get shut out, but other people hurt you. Robillard at the timeline, at the 3-point line. To Washington. 2 guys in the same spot don't want that. So Grant switches over. Gets the pass from Bailey. Triple teams and is short. Serbiak with the rebound.
Grant made a mistake. When you put the ball on the floor, when you're 6'7", you become as short as everyone else in front of you.
That's right. Gannon with a good pass from Serbiak, and he takes a Cold Spring lead. 8-0 run now by Cold Spring. O'Neal in the last contest that was beaten by 20 by Peekskill. Their biggest run was 8, and this is the biggest run of the game by either team. 7-0 run, 8-0 run, 8-7 Cold Spring.
We've heard of streak shooters. Peekskill is a streak team.
They are. Robillard in. Good job. He's beating his man off the dribble, and that creates in the lane.
Derek Robillard controls the tempo of every Peekskill win.
Oh, that's going to be a carry on Zach Viters. Good call by the referees. Referees tonight, John Burns. That's Hayward Bullock we just took a look at there. Oh, no, that was Larry Izzo. Hayward Bullock is the other referee with the ball right now. John Burns is the alternate. So it is Bullock and Izzo. Izzo with a good call that time. 9-8, Peekskill. They have the ball. Robillard on the baseline, nearly stolen, and it is stolen. Great defensive play by Mac Albert. Little lackadaisical by Bailey that time.
This little moment of truth stare by the official Izzo. I like that. Let me think about it.
Yeah.
CSH.
Might as well make a choice. Serbiak still doesn't have a bucket. In fact, doesn't even have a shot. With 5 minutes gone by, just about 4.5 minutes gone by in this contest. Gannon is given the shot, but he passes it up. Great job by Washington. They're trying to run picks, but Washington's right on him like a blanket. Look at him. He will deny the pass. Viters with the ball to Serbiak. Baseline inside. Good job. Blocked by Brand. Oh, and Brand keeps it in bounds. Egan rushes it down. Good job. Boy, Mac Albert has seen that before this game. Bailey along the baseline. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line.
That's the game they need to go to on the offensive end. Big-time mismatch inside with Laron Bailey going inside against 21 Mac Albert. On the other end of the defensive end, Peekskill's got a box and 1. Taiji's in a track meet with Serbiak in the half court, but it's up to the remaining 4 Peekskill Red Devils to help out Washington, particularly on the baseline. That time, Elton Brand and Laron Bailey did a nice little double team and caused the turnover.
2-man basketball leads to this 2 shots by Bailey. Missing the first. Laron Bailey in full sweat already. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. In fact, he was sweating bullets in the pregame. I shook his hand and I just couldn't. Yeah, on the bus. That's right. Ready to go. Psyched up.
He makes them turn the heat all the way up so you can get that sweat going.
He misses that one, but he follows. Great job by Bailey.
Son of a gun.
He's not high enough so he can get there, but he doesn't get the bucket, so Cold Spring with the ball down by 1. They beat the press. Good job. Viters to Serbiak. He gets the jumper. Short. Great rotation, but he misses his first shot. Rebound Robillard. When the guard gets the ball in the rebound, he looks to run, and he's got the ball in the corner now. Stutter step underneath, reversal!
Derek Robillard, that baseline will kill you. And Derek Robillard exploits the hole.
He slowed it down there, slowed his man Viters down, and then took off. Serbiak for three. He's no good, but Peter Gannon on the weak side rebound. Viters fakes. Head to Dimitro. Viters with the open three. Passes it up. Good looking pass. He gets the open J, and that's a literal blink. That time.
That ball had no rotation.
Oh boy, it just died. Washington will get the offensive rebound. Good job defensively by
Alfred came back and made a big play.
Yeah, he did. He didn't shoot the ball well, but he got back on D and he made a nice play. Washington, every once in a while, about one time a game, he gets one of those offensive fouls because he's so tenacious driving to the boards, but he's got to try to pull it up there for his defense underneath.
Despite only a three-point lead, this tempo is definitely in favor of Peekskill.
Yeah, and they get the turnover due to the press. They have a three-point lead in the ball. Egan calls out the play. Robillard to Bailey. Bailey sees the double team, gets it to Brandt, who misses. Serbiak battles him for the board, but he cannot afford to get it over the back there, so an easy layup for Brandt.
Brandt fought, and when realized that he had position, Serbiak also realized that I got to back off.
Ryder given the lane, and he misses because Brandt is there. Oh, the presence. Oh, the presence of a big guy. Egan with the ball. He sees Robillard waving for three. Peekskill's biggest lead since the 8-0 run. They have gone on a run of their own. In fact, 9 in a row, and they get the ball back off the tip. Robillard, very impressive. Very impressive on the press. Egan with the ball. Outside to Washington. Bailey has it, he thinks about it.
Nope.
Pops. Oh, he puts it in! Despite the negative waves from Riso.
Okay, Laron. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. This could be your night.
Nice pass. Serbiak for three. No, he's off. Bailey with the bound. A 10-point Peekskill lead. Under a minute, they got the rock. Robillard with the fake. Pops. Short. Bailey!
If there wasn't 45 seconds left in the quarter, I would say call a timeout. That's a waste. They're down by 12, but there's 45 and 5-10 seconds left in the first quarter. And you call timeout, I'd hold for one and take a seat.
Want to check that score. It is 20-8 right now. Peekskill, as they have gone on a fantastic run. In fact, they were down 8-7, so that's a 13-0 run by Peekskill. The only points in this quarter scored by Cold Spring Harbor, Chris, were all at once in a 1-minute span, and since then they have been shut down very nicely by the press. In fact, after that 8-7, after that 8-0 run, the press came and have conquered here.
Well, Serbiak's 0 for 3 from the floor. They've all been good shots, high percentage shots for him. They've been about 17 footers. They just haven't fallen.
Maybe
They've
he's a
all
little
been
cold.
short.
Let me ask you, could he be a little cold for the fact that he didn't get a shot for the first 4 minutes? The kid's out there, he's playing D, he picks up a foul, he's running around, he's not getting the ball, he's not getting a shot. Then he finally gets a shot, a little cold. He thought about it a little bit.
Well, he may be used to shooting from the opening tip, so that's a good point. I mean, they held him down, yet Coach Kevin Culhane told us that he was held to 25 in the victory on Tuesday evening.
He scored 52 points in a game. You got to figure he's got to take at least 60, 70 shots.
But the thing is that the teammates step up. They see that he's unable to get the ball or he's cold. The teammates are able to step up, and Serbiak now is alone. We got somewhat of a trap. We got a different coverage now. There's a box and one now. Now it looks like they've gone away from it. Looks like maybe a 2-3
They just trap the ball every time. It's just a swirling defense. Demetrio to Gannon now. Blocked by Brandt, his third of the game. Gannon will throw it away. He don't want any part of his shot there. Demetrio with the open jumper. He misses. Rebound. Got a new body in there. Want to make sure we get this. Zach Zeres is in. He's a 6'1 senior.
7 seconds, Jimmy.
Oh, foul outside. Robillard. One thing we should mention about this Peekskill run of the last, since the county center, when both times their team was in foul trouble in a big way in both those games, Chris. Last game against O'Neill at West Point, no foul trouble at all the whole 4 quarters, and it showed with a 20-point victory.
Yeah, the victories over Croton's back and particularly Croton, and the job that Bill Tom did. I mean, there was foul trouble from the outset. Brandt picked up 3 fouls in the space of about 2.5 minutes in the second quarter. But But you're right, though. The victory over O'Neill, no one in foul trouble, and that just team foul number 2 on the Red Devils.
Wally Serbiak.
So far, the big goose egg.
Yeah,
Serbiak.
their big scorer. He just seems a little cold right now. But again, shooters like that will tend to heat up. So that could be a different story come second half. And that might get him off the snide. Oh, he got fouled. He got fouled outside the arc, so they're going to give him 3 shots.
Peekskill players are screaming he took a foul line jumper, but he didn't.
Coach Panzanero is shocked. And the boos ring down from the Peekskill faithful. Trevor Telford is in the basketball game for Peekskill, and so is Ray Smythe. So Bailey and Robillard take a seat here in the first quarter with 6 seconds left. 10-point lead, Washington with the ball. Egan for 3! That would not have counted, that last chuck by Serbiak. Good first quarter for the Red Devils. They scored 24 at West Point in the first. They scored 20 in the first quarter here. At the end of the first 8 minutes, the Red Devils up by 10.
Hey, come on, man. Take a hit.
Well, are you going to the game tonight?
That's it. Just change the subject and walk away.
I had
One thing kids haven't been taught in school is how to resist taking drugs.
To be popular.
He was really messed up.
That's changed because now there's DARE,
How would you say no if
the
someone...
national drug education program that's taught in elementary schools.
Because I can't afford to get
So kids learn to never take drugs.
Because I want to live the best possible life.
DARE, drug abuse resistance education, teaching kids to never take drugs.
20 to 10, the Peekskill Red Devils up in this game. Let's take a look at Wally Serbiak. Their big scorer, scored 52 in a game earlier this year, and is looking like this guy in the game so far. 1 for 5, including 1 for 2, or excuse me, 0 for 5 from the field, including 0 for 2, or 1 for, did he score? Oh no, he got 2 of the 3, so he's got 2 points. Coach Panzanero wanting to know what happened there on that 3-point shot. Foul on Serbiak. Bailey and Robillard back in the game. Starters back in for both teams. Albert, Demetrio, Viders, Gannon, and Serbiak. And for Peekskill, Washington, Robillard, Bailey, Brandt, and Egan. Back to the starters. Robillard for 3. In and out. Serbiak with the rebound.
That's a zone breaker if you can hit it.
Question about it. They're back in the zone trying to protect from the rebounds. That's a kick ball. Good call. It'll go the other way. 20 to 10. Peekskill leads. Demetrio with the basketball. He will pop from the outside. He'll be short. Rebound. Egan to Brandt. Oh, 2-man basketball. Good job, Robillard.
Bailey jumped a little too soon on that
one. Yeah, he almost kind of overjumped that time. Quickly, the press. Demetrio to the front court. Viders with the basketball, trying to find him. They do find him. Oh, good-looking fake. Serbiak. Oh, that was a pretty, but he can't get it. Oh, he is 1 for 6. He is ice cold. Washington. Robillard. He's hacked. He'll go to the line.
Every time Peekskill gets a chance to turn up the tempo, they do. Good job by Robillard. Taiji started that fast break. On the other end, I get a feeling that Serbiak is getting loose.
Yeah, well, he's getting open, and you mentioned it, but he is just not hitting shots. They're not even sitting on the rim. Usually good shooters will get the ball to sit on the rim for him, but not even that. Robillard is the closest thing to a point guard this team has, although sometimes Egan will bring the ball up. Robillard really does set the pace, as he did in the last game.
But it's the front court of Peekskill that wins it for them on the free throw line.
Certainly does. They have been
Very odd
impressive.
stat, Jimmy. That's really, I've never seen that.
Well, maybe because they're so proficient in the inside. They get fouled, they get a line, they get a lot of practice. Look at this trap. Fine job, but Serbiak left wide open, but he misses a layup, and then he gets a cheap foul 90 feet from the other team's basket. Not a good foul. He's very, very frustrated. Good job by Bailey making him switch to the left hand that time, Chris, and that made him miss the layup.
It's a frustration foul, but it's good defense. He just missed a wide open layup. And
well, we have our haircut of the game. I thought that was our face of the game. Nice head there by a couple of Peekskill fans. Came prepared with the painted face. Nearly a steal by Demetrio. And nice try by Robillard to save it. Viders is going to have an open layup. Let's see if he can put this home, and he does. And the first points of the quarter for the guys in white. Oh, nice try by Bailey. He saw the cutter, Brandt, but knocked out of bounds.
I thought the ref was calling a foul, but he was actually asking the cheerleaders to take back off.
Moving the cheerleaders back. That was a nice move. He did it within the rhythm of the cheer. As Mac Albert back in the game for Zach Zeres. That's a great name, double Z. Got more Z's on this team than you see all year long.
Wait till you can take a look at Tim Strang, the back of Tim Strang's head.
Oh, painted, that's right. I was told a couple of guys painting their hair for me now. We'll have to check that out. Double team. Demetrio is left open, but good job by Robillard getting back in it.
They wanted to use oils. I hope they listen to me.
So, food coloring, I was told.
Oh.
Gannon left open, good move. They move well off the dribble. Brandt with ripping down the rebound, and here comes Robillard to Washington. He's got to watch the offensive. Good move, and the scoop by Washington.
Strong goal by Taiji, his first field goal attempt. Peekskill with matching their biggest lead. It's 11.
Yeah, and they're about to double it up on one more point. Good look at Trap. Got 3-on-2. Let's see what they do. They pull it back out. Oh, the big guys are intimidating. They're not allowing anything inside.
Yeah, but Alpert didn't even look at the basket.
Serbiak way behind the basket. Oh, man, and a great save by Bailey. Brandt to the hole. Oh, it's strong.
Left hand.
Oh,
the
my.
southpaw sophomore. And CSH wants time.
Oh, my. He took one look at the defender, took one look at the basket, switched hands in the air, and slammed it home. That was as pretty a move as you will see at this level.
But as the players came to the bench, Peekskill coaching staff screaming in enthusiasm, nodded at Taiji Washington for the job he's doing defensively against Wally Serbiak.
Oh, he really is. Serbiak has no baskets from the field. He has 9 shots, I've counted. He is 0 for 9. He has hit 2 of 3 foul shots. That has been his offensive game in this one.
So, credited to defensive pressure by Peekskill. I've said it before, and I said it to Bailey and Brandt before we interviewed them at the postgame on Tuesday. No one seems to play defense like Section 1. And that's a pretty outrageous statement. But I've been to Glens Falls the last 2 years covering Turno, and I've seen A, B, C, and D playing at that level, and I've seen D play throughout the state. Teams are not used to the type of trapping athleticism that is provided in Section 1, particularly among the smaller schools.
Well, and Serbiak has had open shots, but he has not made them. That's the fact, Jack.
And he's getting a mouthful from Laurent Bailey.
Yeah, might be bothering him. Gannon will take it, though, and he will miss it. Good hustle inside by everybody, but Peekskill up with it. Smythe back in the game for the Red Devils. He's in for Egan. He'll bring it up. Spread the floor. Back in the zone is the Long Island team, Cold Spring Harbor. No look pass by Bailey. Maybe he shouldn't have made it. Serbiak stops dribbling, which probably don't want to do, but he gets to his point guard.
Trying those whip passes in the half court something. In transition, it's one thing. But Cold Spring Harbor's packing it in on defense. That's a low percentage pass.
All right, they will not take a layup. They will not shoot the ball inside that blue paint. They just won't do it. Every time they get inside, they bring it back out. Serbiak now trying to make his own shot. He's working hard. Great move by Serbiak, and he lays it home.
That's gorgeous.
Pretty move. 25-12, only 25-14, excuse me, only 4 points in this quarter. Great move by Smythe, but he misses the layup. Brandt with the bound. Oh, in and out. Serbiak with the rebound. He's becoming a one-man team already. 11-point deficit. 4 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Viders fakes. Gives it up to Gannon. Oh, they're just going to take jump shots all day. They better make them. 25-16. Good shot by Gannon, but they will not take a layup.
Well, the lead's into single digits for the Red Devils for the first time in a while. 3:45 left in the first half.
Coach Panzanero calls out the play. Smythe will run it. They spread the floor to 4 corners. Smythe drives to Robillard. Fakes, goes baseline, pops. No good. Brandt tipped away by Serbiak. Here comes the big senior. Oh, a dribbling exhibition. But he misses. Brandt with the ball. Oh, nearly stolen by Serbiak. He's working hard. Here comes Robillard.
Got him in transition. Take it to him now.
Washington to Brandt. Oh, pretty passes. Laurent Bailey is one heck of a passer in the half court. He is a great passer.
Peekskill is so good in transition that they must take advantage of every single transition opportunity they have, no matter how tired they can get.
Oh, over the back, Brandt that time. A little too much on the hustle. Great job of boxing out by Albert. Ron Bant, I've been told, I got to check this at halftime, that it is Hilton Brandt's birthday today.
Really?
I'm gonna find out how old he is. I believe that's what I heard. The rumor around here was that it was his birthday. Zerbiak with somebody in his face pops the three, and just like that, it's an 8-point basketball game.
Not much you can do about that playing defense. They double teamed him in the corner.
Under 3 minutes, Robillard loses the dribble, gets it back. We are bringing you the East Regional Finals, Channel 6, from Hofstra University in Long Island. Jim Campion, Chris Riso, and the Channel 6 crew. Zerbiak with the steal. Oh boy, he is really putting on his A game now. Demetrio with the ball. He's got the numbers. They just won't make any layups. No layups to be made in this game.
Frustration foul on the point of Alpert. He had no business going inside against Bailey and Brandt.
They cannot get a layup. That's the first one they have tried in quite some time.
The floor at the Peekskill end of the court, the end of the court that Peekskill shooting at in the first half, is very slippery, particularly in the paint. I noticed that a lot in the first game that was played here this afternoon in Tuckahoe's loss. Lots of players slipped, causing a lot of turnovers. Ty G had problems on that last possession for the Red Devils.
Telford, the sophomore, back in the game. He's got the ball now. Smythe takes a seat, and Egan back in the basketball game. Washington also on the bench. Bailey double team. Good pass. Great passing by the Red Devils.
You know, the best thing about Elton Brand's game is the fact that he can combine that he's so young and he has such great body control.
Oh, a gorgeous
body
move.
control.
Hanging in the air, Zerbiak gets the opening and then hangs in the air to pick up the foul and the bucket.
He is going to go on to play college ball at Miami of Ohio. Got offers from Big East teams as well as ACC teams, but he wants to play right away. So he will get an opportunity to play right away for the Redskins in Miami of Ohio. Very good academic school, by the way, and Zerbiak, the fellow who's able to combine the classwork with the court. So hats off to Wally Zerbiak.
Here's a warning to the Red Devils. He is back, and he has arrived in this game as he has put on a show here in the second quarter and has pulled his basketball team nearly single-handedly back in this one. 29-22, they're within 7. Haven't been this close since the first, but Bailey unattended. Oh, he felt lonely going to the glass that time, 31-22.
Seahawks were spectators in awe of Bailey's ability.
But Zerbiak again left alone to the basket. Oh, man. He is a fantastic talent. Back down to 7. Peekskill did a good job, but since Washington has gone to the bench, he has been unstoppable. Robillard will set it up. There's your time and your score. Right in the corner. Bailey looks frustrated. He looked like he wanted the ball earlier. He's not getting it, but they're bailed out with a foul on the outside by Demetrio. That might put them over the limit. I think it is. Yep. And the Red Devils will get a one-on-one here. Robillard will go to the line. Not a good foul by Demetrio. They really worked hard on defense that time. Made the Red Devils pass the ball. Bailey was getting frustrated, but then he bails him out with the foul. 56.5 seconds remaining in the first half. Red Devils up by 7.
Does he or does he not look like Kenny Anderson?
Like who?
Kenny Anderson.
He does. Sometimes when you're against O'Neal, he was playing like Kenny Anderson, I can tell you that.
Make the move here, please.
Kenny Anderson before Butch Beard. Pre-Butch Beard, Kenny Anderson.
Don't dare blame the Nets' problems on Butch Beard. Blame it on Derek Coleman, giving the Nets a blank check saying, I refuse to wear ties on the road.
32-24, under a minute remaining.
Oh.
Yeah, no one's guarding Demetrio. Who's supposed to be covering him?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He didn't look at the basket.
I think there's only 4 guys. I guess they decided to collapse. They're leaving Demetrio alone, collapsing. Viders with the jumper. Well, doesn't make any difference. 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Egan stolen away and foul on who?
Traveling violation. Called a travel before the foul. So Egan got away with one. 26.5 seconds left. I would, Kevin Culhane not happy. I would slow it down and hold for one shot.
And that's what Coach Panzanero is telling his troops. Washington back in the contest is Washington, Telford, Egan, Bailey, and Brandt. Brandt on the corner. They're probably going to run a baseline here for him. Let's see if they do. 20 seconds. Spreading the floor. Good defense outside on Washington. Telford. Egan's got it. 10 seconds. They start running a play now. Egan beats his man. Telford. 5 seconds. Bailey. Nope. You got a shot for a shot. It's coming right at you, Chris. You're open for the shot. He's not ready for that one. Well, first half in the books, not as impressive as they were against O'Neill. The big guy, Wally Serbiak, wakes up in the second quarter and is able to drag his team back in it with a couple of three-point plays. And at halftime, our score, Peekskill Red Devils 33 and the Cold Spring Harbor Seahawks 24. We'll be back with halftime and second half action after these messages.
While you were sleeping, someone discovered a cure. Another planet, or a way to save a species. While you were out, a government toppled. Records were set. A masterpiece was created. And millions found new ways to have fun. Even as you watch this, the world is changing in ways we never could have thought possible. Shaping your tomorrow and your children's tomorrows. There is one way to make sense of it all. Cable television. We can't slow the world down, but we can help you keep up with it. Cable, at the speed of life.
Because you gave, the March of Dimes developed the Salk vaccine to free children from suffering. Today, because you care, intensive care units save sick babies. Because you help, research is wiping out birth defects. Because you walk, more babies will be born healthier, maybe your own. Join March of Dimes Walk America.
Oh, yeah. I'll introduce you. All right, we are back at Hofstra. Halftime, 33-24. Peekskill Red Devils lead. They went on a 7-0 run early in the game, then an 8-0 run, making it 8-7 in the first quarter, did Cold Spring. But then Peekskill came back with a run of their own, opening up to a 16-8 lead, and they have not looked back. It's been around 7 or 8 or 9 most of the second quarter. Wally Serbiak did not get on the board in the first quarter, but he heated up in the second, and the leading scorers go something like this, Mr. Rizzo.
For Peekskill, Derek Robillard with 10 points. However, Elton Brand leading the way with 12. LaRon Bailey with 9, and Ty G. Washington a bucket for 2. So once again, lopsided scoring in the front court for the Red Devils. However, Derek Robillard has really come to play. 9 of those 10 points were in the first quarter. For the Cold Spring Harbor Seahawks, Wally Serbiak, nobody else, leading the way with 12 points. However, he's got 2 personal fouls. Gannon with 6. Demetrio, Alpert, and Vitters with 2 apiece. Alpert with 3 personals. Demetrio with 2.
Red Devils staying out of foul trouble for the second straight game, and that means good things happen for the Red Devils. Their starters back on the floor, Egan and Robillard in the backcourt. Excellent first quarter for Robillard, and that man right there, LaRon Bailey. LaRon and Elton Brandt, the birthday boy, from what I understand. I still haven't found out for sure. We'll have to ask him in the postgame. And Ty G. Washington for Cold Spring. Mac Albert, Mike Demetrio in the backcourt. Zach Viters is their third guard, number 23 with the ball now. Peter Gannon, their lone forward, and Wally Serbiak, who was 0 for 8 from the field officially in the first quarter and then came alive after a couple of free throws in the second quarter. He's got the basketball right now, down by 9.
Red Devils come out.
No good. Rebound, Bailey.
Red Devils come out boxing one. Washington with the responsibility.
Looking to run, and the Peekskill coaching staff very proud of Ty G in that first quarter. Egan. Serbiak with the rebound. Oh, good-looking pass. Up front, Dividers, who takes it back to his chest and lays it in. Nice layup.
Vitters released on the transition.
Got to get back. Robillard off the glass. You got to get back against this team. And Robillard again, coast to coast.
Big-time answer by Derek Robillard. He's got 12.
9-point Peekskill lead once again. Nobody has covered Demetrio in half court this entire game. Viders for three. Nope. Bailey with the basketball. Vitters, I'm sorry.
Let's call the whole thing off. Oh, good look by Brand.
Washington able to get it back off the Gannon tip. Washington for three. Oh!
Ty G! 2 field goal attempts this afternoon, or this evening, I should say. 2 for 2.
That's right, an offensive foul on a layup. They took one away from him. 38-26 Peekskill. And now trying to answer is Wally, but he can't get it to go. Serbiak is not on here at the beginning of the third either. Half a minute gone by in the third quarter, excuse me. Bailey left alone, so he'll take it home.
Either slow it down or get a timeout.
14-point Bulls, largest of the game for Peekskill. We're just a minute in here in the second half. Serbiak off the screen, cannot get going. Good double team, triple team. Leaving Gannon wide open, and unless he makes those, you can forget about it. Great game plan by Coach Panzanero. He has basically said, let everybody else beat us, not the 52-point kid, and he has not done so. Bailey!
Out of his range, but Laurent has the touch this evening. Must be the sea air and the Seahawks one time.
Well, Cold Spring would like to talk it over. As the Red Devils have come out and fired up here in the third quarter, and with 5:40 remaining in the thus quarter, Cold Spring would like to talk this thing over.
Sorry, Jimmy, I can't hear you. What'd you say?
I was going to say, it's very strange how Cold Spring immediately into this third quarter will not let this thing get away, and they're going to talk it over.
Well, they need to get into a half court, and they need to get Serbiak the ball. Time is running out. The lead is 16 points, and against a Red Devil team that loves to run, Serbiak must get the ball and start firing. All right, you counted 9 shots. He missed in the first half, 9 in a row, as a matter of fact. He didn't get his first field goal until midway through the second quarter. He's got to heat up, or this team's going to go home. They have a short ride home, and it's going to seem like an eternity if they don't start heating it up right now.
Or, Chris, they're going to have to find a way to shoot the basketball better, because Peekskill is, quite frankly, leaving men unguarded. Demetrio doesn't have a man on it. Gannon doesn't have a man on it. These guys are not hitting iron. They're not putting the ball on the glass. They're not doing anything offensively. So they could triple team. I mean, right out of the inbounds now, they got Washington on a man-to-man. As soon as the big guy gets anywhere near the basket, the triple team zone. Great game plan by Coach Panzanero off the timeouts.
Panzanero is putting on a clinic. He is now man-to-man.
That's what they need. Demetrio's going to have to hit those shots. He's standing wide open. He's got to order. He's got to demand that someone covers him. Washington loses it. Serbiak picks it up. Good-looking head pass for Gannon. Will take it in and get the foul in the bucket. So a quick 4 points and a foul shot for Cold Spring, and they will try to cut this thing to 9. Well, I tell you, the scoreboard guy is on Prozac or something. He's taking his good sweet time getting the points up there. He's screwing me up.
That's a heck of an accusation.
Thank you very much.
Let me tell you, Cold Spring Harbor put on 1 run in the first half. This is now their run of the second half.
Modest as it may be.
Well, it's modest, but the thing is that the kind of funks that Peekskill can go into for about 3 or 4 minutes can add up to a lot of points for the opposition. They've played a fantastic game, but Lou Panzanero will be the first one to say that we just totally forget where we are for about 4 or 5 minutes on the clock, and we can get hurt when we do that.
And interestingly enough, they get 4 points from the field from 2 guys who could not hit earlier, and off the timeout, they get 1 from Demetrio and Gannon. These guys are open, they have to hit.
That's not the shot.
That's going to be off Peekskill.
Oh, no.
Well, went out of bounds off Peekskill.
That ball went off.
It went off somebody. I think Washington might have tipped it, or somebody.
I thought it went off 2 Seahawk hands.
It's going the other way. It's See what happens.
There's no replay, basketball.
Nope, 12-point lead for Peekskill. Mitro, Serbiak, double team, triple team. And knocked out of bounds by Bailey.
You know, I'm sure Serbiak's used to boxing once his entire career, but Taiji's really doing a nice job on
No,
it.
he's doing a great job, and they're doing an excellent job on the double teams when he gets near the basket. Oh, spin move by Serbiak. He's way off, though. Oh, tipped
no, the
inside.
smallest guy on the court.
No good. Good job by Gannon, though. No good. And that's over the back on Bailey. Good call.
Yeah, that's a good call by the official. I can't get on Peekskill's case, though, about rebounding, because they have been monsters on the board, except that was a big-time play by Alpert keeping that ball alive.
Bailey's got to be careful here. He hasn't had a technical since the county center, and he often calls for those. Very psyched up, but sometimes they can work against you. And another jumper by someone other than a guy with a 32 on his back. This time Vitters, and they have cut it down to 10. Trevor Telfer back in the ball game. Washington again, he's feeling it. No good this time, though. Gannon with the ball. They have a chance to cut it to single digits. No, excuse me, Archer in the game. Thanks, and that's a foul. A good-looking drive by Serbiak. And he's fouled by Brand. That's second on Brand, and Serbiak will get a couple of free throws. They have a chance to cut this to single digits. And Peekskill would like themselves a timeout. Coach Panzanero wants to talk about this latest rim. I don't think they're going to put Brand on the bench, though, with 2 fouls. When
the Red Devil funk includes foul trouble, that is big trouble for Peekskill. They can forget where they are in the court, miss some defensive assignments, start taking ill-advised threes, but when they start accumulating fouls, it could spell trouble for the Red Devils.
And not only that, Chris, Demetrio hits a jumper wide open, Gannon hits a jumper wide open, Vitters hits a rebound and hits a jumper. Very important because that opens up, it kind of takes away from the triple team. You wonder now if Coach Pangino is in there rethinking the triple team now, maybe go to the triple when he comes in close and start covering these other guys, because leaving them so wide open is giving them an ability to square up, look, and get a nice shot off.
Well, what the killer is that with Serbiak beats you in transition, that means their smaller players are out rebounding Brandon Bailey. You can't have that if you want to go to Glens Falls next week. You can't have that. They have dominated whoever they have played in the boards in the sectionals throughout the course of the regular season, including the likes of Mount Vernon and White Plains, and now is not the time to go in the tank on the glass.
I must apologize. Thanks for pointing it out, Chris, at the end of that foul there. Play Lamont Archer is the man in for Peekskill.
Interesting stat on Serbiak, Jimmy. He held the Nassau County scoring lead this year, averaging 37.5 points a game. He came within a half point of the all-time record for scoring average in a season for Nassau County.
Wow.
Do you know who holds that now 40-year record?
Jim Brown.
Can we go to commercial?
I heard that. Someone told me that earlier. The Jim Brown, though, or the Cleveland Browns.
The Jim Brown.
Yes, a Long Island native. There's no question about that. 42-33. That was my only guess. I nail it. So I get the Chris Riso Booby Prize in the post-game show. 42-33. Peekskill with the ball. Bit of a run here by Cold Spring. In fact, since the timeout by Cold Spring, they have gone on an unabated run, but a foul against Archer.
Foul on Serbiak. That's 3.
Yeah, and it's Archer will go to the line. So Serbiak has 3, but there's no way they can put him on the bench.
Absolutely not. They're in the midst of a big run. They trail by 9.
He's just going to have to be smart and not get himself into foul trouble, any more foul trouble. Obviously, 4 would be incredibly bad. Nice looking shot by Archer. Good rotation. 10-point lead once again, 43-33.
Everything's fucking up.
Foul situation for Peekskill. Brand with 2. Bailey with 1. Robillard with 2.
Oh, Archer sinks them both, 44-33, 11-point lead once again for the Peekskill Red Devils. Nobody is covering Demetrio, has not covered him the entire game. Vitters with the ball. Oh, nice drive, but it's blocked by Brandt, stolen by Serbiak.
He's shooting.
Serbiak in the lane.
You can tell he's got his head down. He's looking for an open spot. No way he's giving it up.
Back down to 9 for Cold Spring. Robillard with the ball. To Bailey. Archer. Bailey, whoa! Great job by Washington as well, but they can't get it to go. Boy, Bailey really jumped up there. Vitters with the ball. He gets it to the big guy.
It's a big turnaround. Peekskill did a lot of things right on their end, but he couldn't convert. Serbiak came back. The lead is 7.
Has not been this close since the first quarter. Robillard gets his own bound.
Vintage Robillard, no call. Jump ball possession for the Red Devils, no call.
Good defense by Serbiak. He had his hand on the ball the entire time. They could have called a foul because he was over his arm. If they would have, that would have been 4, but a good job by the refs. I thought he had the ball first, and so it was a jump, but that could very well have been an up and down or a traveling call, which would have given Cold Spring the ball with a 7-point deficit. Bailey from the corner, and I would say that's not his range.
Hey!
That's out on the turnpike for Bailey. And look at Robillard with good hands.
Laurent, that's a 4-pointer for Bailey.
All right, but he puts it home. Nearly stolen by Archer. Demetrio to the corner. Gannon with the ball. Serbiak fakes, pops. Rebound, Brandt. Good job on the weak side. He boxed out. We're talking about it, Chris. They were not doing it at the beginning of the quarter. 9-point lead in the ball. Peekskill. Robillard trying to post up the big guy. Brandt outside. Egan, great basketball passing, and Bailey feeling it. Serbiak with the ball. He's going to try to take it here. You can see it.
He's not passing.
No, he eyes it, and he dribbles it off his own guy. Look at this. It's a one-man show. Oh, he is unbelievable.
He's on fire.
Wally Serbiak. Oh, my.
He's got 20. That's unofficial, but he's got 20.
And he had no points in the first quarter. No points.
12 points in the second.
Back down to 7. Robillard for 3!
Bad shot.
Vitters stops dribbling. Bad move. Tipped in the air.
Got it, Jimmy?
I got it. I'm looking to shoot. 46-39. See, I'm prepared for those inlet passes, Riso. Stick with me. I'll show you. This kid is unbelievable.
Yeah,
Washington back in the game. They're trying to control him. He's done a great job all game with them.
Serbiak's got his hands on his hip.
Oh,
and he's got
look at this.
Washington.
Nobody is covering him, and he buries it. Nobody is covering Demetrio. If he heats up, Peekskill's in trouble. Down by 5. Cold Springs come from way back. Coming up on a minute left in the third quarter. Washington. Oh, they're psyched up now, Cold Spring. Washington drives it right in.
Ty G, not an offensive threat whatsoever. 3 for 3 from the field, 7 points for Ty G this evening.
Nobody is covering Vitters, but he misses the jumper. Under a minute. Oh, a little behind. Nice try by Egan, but a little behind.
They're saying it went off Serbiak.
What?
So
big break for the Red Devils. Big break. Wow, now they can hold for the last shot.
This sold-out crowd.
That is a huge break. Robillard with the basketball. Peekskill retains possession. They'll probably hold for last shot. There's your clock. Under 40 seconds now. Very interesting. They're covering the guards. Staying back. Bailey at the key. Brandt on the left side of your screen, just out of your look. Egan looks towards him, comes back out. 25 seconds remaining in the quarter. Peekskill with the ball, up by 7.
I would shoot with about 7 seconds because Peekskill does such a good job in the offensive glass. Give yourself a chance for a second shot.
Coming up on 10 seconds now. Robillard with the ball. Washington, under 10. They got to run a play now. Brandt with the ball high.
Waiting too long.
Egan. Robillard for 3. Oh!
Bingo!
Excellent half-court offense, milking the clock, getting it to the big jump shooter, and he puts it home. The Red Devils weather a big run and keep their 10-point lead. We'll be back with the fourth quarter from Hofstra in a moment.
This vehicle can take you to places no other vehicle can. To strange worlds and even stranger life forms. It can take you inside a human heartbeat to the innermost mysteries of life itself. It can take you to the silicon landscapes of tomorrow's supercomputers. It can even take you to a world where information travels on highways of light. This incredible vehicle can take you as far as your ability and imagination will allow. But only if you don't bail out. So stay in school. This message was brought to you by the United States Air Force because we know how far a good education can take you.
To the fourth quarter we go. Hofstra University, Channel 6's coverage of the East Regional Finals. The Peekskill Red Devils and the Cold Spring Harbor Seahawks. Jim Campion and Chris Riso. 10-point Red Devil lead as the Peekskill cheerleaders leading a very spirited spelling out of the Peekskill school letters. And Demetrio still uncovered. And he's starting to hit, but not that time. Gannon chases down the rebound. Demetrio with the ball. They could use a bucket here, Chris, and Gannon cannot give it to him, but right there is Serbiak. Nobody boxed him out. He is a fantastic basketball player, but he has not been good enough in this one. Peekskill is equal to the task. Here we go. 51-43, Red Devils. Bailey turns, pops with a man in his face. He misses. Rebound, Gannon to Demetrio. Demetrio ahead to Serbiak. That's going to be a blocking foul. Good call. Nice try by Robillard. That's 3 on the senior guard.
Although Bailey has found more range this evening than he's had in the last several games, probably, those are not Peekskill shots.
They're lining up, but it's only the first foul of the quarter.
No, but that was not a shooting foul. Wow.
Yeah, that was definitely non-shooting. Good call, good call. Once again, our referees are Haywood Bullock and Larry Izzo. Serbiak with the ball in the inbounds. Behind the back, pops, hits.
Man-to-man defense.
Triple team that time, he still hits.
Man-to-man defense has not been successful for Peekskill. They ran it a little bit in the third quarter, and it began Cold Spring Harbor's run.
Bailey rejected by Serbiak.
That was a pass.
Body's flying. And it is, I don't even know what's going on. It's going the other way, off of Bailey. And it's taking everything that Bailey has in him to keep it inside right now. I didn't see it. It went right in front of the way that we have fans sitting right in front of us. It went down. It looks like it was a scramble for the ball, but gotta go with Izzo. And Peekskill trying to get a timeout, but they can't get it, Chris. 51-45. Serbiak lost it. Better that they didn't get the timeout. Ahead to Robillard, and he loses it.
Good idea.
See if Panzanaro wants a timeout still. No, he doesn't. Serbiak lost it that time with a chance, could not shoot it. They have cut the lead from 10 to 6, and they have the basketball with just under 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter of this East Regional Final. Serbiak to the hole. It is going to be a foul, but it is going to be...
It's on Robillard, it's 4. 4?
No, it's on Washington, and it will not be a shooting foul. The layup will not count. He'll take that any day. That time, Washington found himself trailing Serbiak, so he decided to give him a push, and he got caught.
Man-to-man has not worked in Peekskill's favor.
Oh, nice move. Inside. Mac Albert not afraid to go inside against Brandon. Now, Brandon only has 2 fouls, and yet he did not want to pick one up, and it is a 4-point game. It hasn't been this close since the first quarter. Under 6.5 remaining in the fourth. Peekskill with the ball and the 4-point lead. Egan, they're back in the zone again, Chris. Bailey.
Low post, good job.
Brent.
Oh, and a foul.
Oh, but against that Bitters, got a bait. Gannon with the ball. He puts it home. It is a 2-point game. Cold Spring has come from within 16. They were down by 10 going into the fourth. An 8-0 run. And they take a timeout to the Red Devils. And it is mostly without Serbiak.
Big 4-point turnaround. No call. The last 2 times Serbiak has been close to picking up a foul, they have not called it. There's always been discussion, in the NBA, are superstars protected? Absolutely. In the NBA playoffs, if Michael Jordan's playing in prime time, do you actually think the referees would let him foul out? That referee would be fired. In this case, Serbiak looked to commit a couple of fouls in the last 5 minutes. No calls.
Mr. Riso impugning the referees.
Most definitely. Most definitely. I really think that, I mean, I don't know if you can call it on a high school level of protecting a superstar, but in the NBA, it definitely happens. And, I mean, we saw a couple of plays here. Serbiak was over the back. A couple of possessions ago. On that one, Elton looked like he felt a slap, but no call.
All right, let me ask you about Hofstra. Let me ask you about Cold Spring's timeout. What did they do differently coming out to get this 8-point run in the fourth quarter, in between quarters?
What did they do at the end of the third quarter?
Yeah, well, what did they do to change in between quarters that have gotten them this 8-0 run?
I don't think they did a whole heck of a lot. Lou Panzanero went to a man-to-man, and it didn't help him in the third quarter, although he looks to be staying in it now. Cold Spring Harbor's taking advantage of the man-to-man by spreading the floor, which allows them more of a chance on the offensive glass. Well,
one thing that Coach Panzanero did against Croton in a tight game, the last tight game this team was in, Spack and Kill was tight, but they ran away in the fourth quarter. He spread the floor, and he's doing that right now off the timeout. Bailey looking for Brandt, and he is fouled.
Well, just as soon as I say they're protecting the superstar, he picks up foul number 4.
Let's see if it is on Serbiak here.
An interesting switch, though. I think they switched. Culhane switched, put Serbiak on Bailey because they expected Brand to go into the low post more often. Their bread and butter man. Quick thinking by Lou Panzanero. He puts Bailey into the low post, whipping inside. Foul number 4 on Wally Serbiak.
Referees giving warnings to Bailey and a couple of the Cold Spring guys.
Wait a minute.
Talking some trash. The foul was on Serbiak.
Yeah, but it was a non-shooting?
Non-shooting foul. They called a push on the pass. 5.5 remaining in the fourth. And the Cold Spring has it back. They have a chance to even up this contest. Serbiak with the rock. Triple team. Gannon open. Passes it up. Kickball. Good call.
Switch on part of Lou Panzanero. Bailey is now taking Serbiak.
Very keen eye by Chris Riso.
Bailey only with one person. So
all the starters in for both teams.
And only 2 team fouls on Peekskill. No, excuse me, 5.
Look at this shot! Oh, is that way out? And Bailey practically tipping it in. Egan with the rebound, though.
Big
Great
rebound
box out
by Gus Egan, his first board of the game, but it couldn't have come at a better time.
There it is, 4-point lead, excuse me. Or excuse me, what am I talking about? 2-point lead. Just under 5 minutes remaining. Washington inside to Brand. 4 fouls on the big guy. Nobody boxes out Bailey. Big bucket. Oh, that's a big basket. Peekskill's first basket of the fourth quarter. Demetrio to Serbiak. Pops. No good. Bailey boxes out, and he gets fouled by Gannon over the back.
Laurent's got to keep his mouth shut. He's getting a lot of garbage, trash from some fans in the first row.
These guys keep calm. They need him on the floor.
Yep. But Laurent just needs to keep his cool, keep his composure. He's a veteran, and they'll be in Glens Falls next week.
No question about it. This is as far as any Peekskill team has ever been, and LeBron Bailey's been here 4 years as he puts it home. He was here 2 years ago when they couldn't get out of the Liberty game at West Point. They won that game against O'Neill Tuesday, and now up by just 2, and Bailey got him. No, a walk! Good defense by Laurent Bailey.
The lead back up to 6.
Peekskill would not let them tie. They had the ball down by 2, did Cold Spring. But the Red Devils just went off on a run of their own. Washington open. Inside to Brandt. Turns, pops, hits!
Good job by Brandt fighting off a triple team. He wanted the ball more than the Seahawks in the paint.
Now a 6-point run by the other guys, the Peekskill Red Devils. Caught in the court. What a pass that was.
Wow.
Serbiak double team without the ball. Demetrio open. He's been open, and a rebound by Brandt. How about this timeout by Panzanero? He looks like a genius. 57-49. They can go back up by 10, and what a weathering of a storm this is by the Red Devils. They were tested in this one, and they spread the floor again. Robillard with the ball.
Cold Spring Harbor has 3 team fouls. They better start fouling now if they're going to get back into it.
Washington thought about it. 3-second call inside on Brandt.
3-second violation.
Elton tried to call for the ball. He didn't get it and got caught in no man's land. And the 3-second violation gives the ball back to Cold Spring with 3:19 remaining.
One more empty trip for the Seahawks, and they've got to start fouling. They're going to run out of time.
Hitters with the ball. Demetrio now being covered. Inside, they won't take that layup. Boy, I'll tell you. Gannon drives and rejected by Brandt. Bailey wild pass, but Robillard brings it down, and look how smart he is. He brings it back out. Oh, brilliant play by Robillard. That'll go unnoticed on the stat sheet. Look at that! Oh, look at that pass by Bailey. He has a great look in the half court. Boy, he has been brilliant. And how about Brandt, always open on the baseline?
I was fumbling for the keys to the bus in my pocket, and they just fell down. But they fell on top of a grate, but they didn't go in the sewer.
Still ready to warm it up that bus.
That shot goes in, I hear those spark plugs cracking.
Timeout, Seahawks. 2:48 remaining, fourth quarter. The Peekskill Red Devils are that far away from going to Glens Falls in the Final Four. 57-49. All right, Mr. Riso, anything you noticed that Coach Panzanero talked about off that timeout, 2-point game, 51-49, and it has been an 8-0 run by the Red Devils?
Well, remember, Coach Panzanero said, remember why we're here. We're here for transition, trapping, and getting it in to the bread and butter. The two men who are physically and mentally above the competition 9 times out of 10, Bailey and Brandt. Bailey may have lost his cool there for a moment, but he gained it back. The official had something to say to him during the timeout.
And after that, Chris, he scored 4 straight points. He scored 2 straight baskets off that, so he must have been listening to you because he really pulled it back in. Want to mention while we have a shot at Peekskill faithful, how about that? We were discussing who was going to show up, what kind of crowd they were going to get. They had a good crowd for the Tuckahoe game, as you did right before this, but a packed house on the other side. But these people came from Long Island. But the Peekskill faithful, 3 bus loads full, came down for Peekskill, and they're making a lot of noise.
No, it's a good call, Jimmy, because I expected the Cold Spring Harbor Seahawk faithful to come out in droves. You know, they're within the same county out here in Nassau County, but Peekskill did come out in numbers, big time. They've been rattling these seats, I'll tell you that. And that man has once again been the key. Just a sophomore, so difficult to handle in the paint.
Just a sophomore, but another year older today. We'll have to check that again, the birthday stat of the 6'6" sophomore.
And you know,
foul shot.
When you have the ability that Elton has, it's one thing to be able to operate in the paint, but as a sophomore, mentally to want the ball so darn bad, that Lou Panzanero couldn't ask for more.
They're able to get it back because Washington hitting the boards again. My apologies, it was a 6-0 run by Peekskill off the timeout, so they lead by... Oh, you can count it! Mac Albert to the basket strong. 3 on Elton Brand now. He misses 2 foul shots and then commits the personal. And it's back down to 6. It was a 6-0 run. They were up by 2, so they're up by 8. Now they're up 57-51 are the Red Devils. Coach Panzanero now discussing things with Robillard. He's the man who's got to run this thing.
I'll tell you, Brand got away with one, but so did Serbiak. Serbiak pushed Bailey out of the way. Serbiak went for the ball. Brand pushed Serbiak out of the way. So tit for tat, Peekskill ball.
Arguably one of the best players in New York State in big foul trouble. He's had 4 the entire fourth quarter. Washington to Robillard. They have the ball in a 4-point lead. Excuse me, a 6-point lead. Robillard in the lane, outside to Egan. Egan with the jumper. No, tipped up and in by Robillard!
Derek Robillard, the biggest shot of the game, and how appropriate that is. He has been such a surprise offensively. He's got 17.
6-1, and he pushes everybody out of the way for the tip-in. Boy, he has had his A game in this one as well. He had the fire in his eyes before the game. I saw him, and he looked like he was ready. Serbiak off. 8-point lead for the Red Devils. Under 2 minutes to Glens Falls in the Final Four. They have never been this far. Brand wide open in the half-court line. Here comes Robillard.
Very close
Again,
to a backcourt.
Smart play by Robillard. He pulls it back out. No point. They have the 8-point lead. There's a push.
Got to. 1:48 left. 8-point deficit. You got to start fouling.
Derek Robillard has turned his game up in these playoffs, in this tournament. Incredible. He really has. He's played 100% his better, and he is a fine basketball player as it is. But again, the story of the game, the front court for the Red Devils, Washington, Brandt, and Ron Bailey.
But what it may come down to is how well Derek can hit his free throws. Derek and Gus Egan. Interesting though, I want to see. Yeah, I want to see No one's been able to catch up to the fact, and I don't know if they really should be able to know this, but Bailey and Brand in the fourth quarter are Peekskill's best free throw shooters, and teams don't know that. People see LeRon and Elton shooting in the paint, high percentage shots. They figure maybe they won't hit it from the charity stripe. However, they have.
Mac Albert, 21, is fouled out of the contest, so that brings Zach Zeres into the game. Just a little note. This Cold Spring Harbor team has Zach Vitters, Zach Zeres, and Wally Serbiak, who has 2 Z's in his name. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Z's.
That's a good crunch
That's
time
got to be a
fact,
record.
Jimmy.
That's got to be a record. 138 remaining. Thank you, Mr. Riso. Jim Campy and Chris Riso, the Time Channel 6 staff, following the Red Devils as far as they go, and it looks like they're going to take a trip north. They're a minute 38 away, up by 8. Just a couple of free throws away now from icing this one.
Ooh,
misses.
Very surprising.
Rebound Gannon. Well, they've got some shot as long as they keep missing foul shots. Serbiak with the ball for 3. No, oh, he tips his own shot in. He is unbelievable. He came from nowhere with that one. Now it's up to Robillard.
We'll see if the Red Devils come up with a little bit of role reversal, and we'll see if Robillard and Egan become the heroes from the free throw line.
Everybody's moving.
1:22 left in regulation. 6-point Red Devil lead. How appropriate to the script, Jimmy, that's been written this evening.
As we see on the right side there, your screen on the left of the right of Robillard, the new Red Devil mascot, looking very sharp. It's the first time I've seen him at these games. So they were ready for this run. Clutch free throws by the senior. Back up to 8. Serbiak to Gannon for 3. Nope. Tipped out to Brandt. Egan has it. Nope. Gets it across the timeline to Robillard. Approaching a minute left in this one, and they have to foul again.
Jimmy LeRon pulled something in his arm and get a shot of the bench right now. LeRon Bailey is in a lot of pain. Robillard came over midcourt. Bailey was open in the corner, and LeRon was frustrated, and he kind of threw his arms up in the air, and I think he pulled his shoulder out.
Well, that obviously is a huge loss.
Oh, shit, look at his shoulder.
Oh, boy.
I really think his shoulder popped out.
See the shoulder?
Oh, boy, he looks in a lot of pain. You can see the bone on the right side. That looks really...
The bone is popping out, man. Take 3. 2 pull wide, 2 pull wide, 2 pull wide.
Ron Bailey has a good check on that by you, Chris. I did not see that.
I just saw LeRon's reaction. I mean, you can't miss those reactions from the Northern State.
Did it happen off the rebound, you say?
No, what happened was the pass went across to Derek past midcourt to break the press. LeRon and Elton were in opposite corners. Bailey was open, didn't get the ball, and was frustrated.
Hold your shot.
And kind of threw his arms up in the air and said, oh, man, or worse to that effect. And then
so it was a reaction.
Reaction only. Yeah.
It's always those, right, with LeRon? Well, that'll bring Archer back into contest. That is very tough. If Peekskill goes on to win this game, that is going to be a monster loss.
Minute 3 left in regulation. Archer replaces Bailey. Robillard shooting 1 in the bonus.
The enthusiasm of LeRon Bailey, we hope it isn't the truth, could very well have ended his high school career, because he is a senior and this is pretty far. They're 1 loss away from ending the career. They go into the Final Four as Derek Robillard hits 3 straight foul shots now. Continue to tend to him. They'll probably put some ice on there, I'd imagine. Bailey has not moved that shoulder since he has sat down. He is in the middle of your screen there. Coach Panzanero and the doctor here at Hofstra University checking on his shoulder. Robillard,
meanwhile, Derek Robillard's got ice in his veins.
Oh boy, he's had a great fourth quarter. Under a minute remaining. Gannon for 3. Nope. Demetrio for 3. 7-point lead. They got a foul. They got a foul. They don't want to foul this guy. He's going to keep the ball, though. He gives it up. Archer.
Foul this guy. He hasn't played. You got to foul him.
Although he is 2 for 2 from the line. And look at the Red Devil passing. They're not allowing the fouls. Great job. And Robillard has to be fouled. 33.6 remaining.
Good job by Peekskill by spreading the floor. Bad job by Cold Spring Harbor not to recognize to foul the new guy.
Foul shooter on 5. Foul shooter on 5.
James Riley, number 31, comes into the game for the
Coach Panzanero has got a game to coach for the rest of this one, but you know his thoughts have got to be on his 6'6" senior, the part of the Twin Tower attack that this team is well known for and that has caused havoc throughout this tournament. 19-3, about to go 20-3 are the Red Devils, and it's going to be hard to get that 21st win without the big guy, number 33. Robillard finally misses one. Serbiak with the basketball, 30 seconds in his high school career. Quadruple team, then he loses it. Archer all alone, puts it home. And that, folks, should get the bus good and warm. Serbiak hits, but it's all academic.
Glens Falls is a beautiful place, Jimmy.
Tell me about it. You were there last year.
I've been up there the last 2 years, a total of 6 days. The sun never shined.
All I know about Glens Falls is that they took a whooping by the Yorktown Cornhuskers football team, their football team from Glens Falls a couple of years ago. Peekskill cheerleaders.
Lots of outlet stores.
There what?
Outlet stores in Glens Falls.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, really nice. It's about 5 miles outside of town.
Cheap stereo equipment?
Cheap
nice,
stereo equipment? No, that you're looking
suits?
for the back of a van. No. These are, we're talking, you know, brand name athletics and things like that. Actually, some nice stuff. Shoes,
Very nice.
Suits and things of that nature. A lot like Woodbury Commons.
Well, the Red Devils will win, but at what cost? In the post game, you want to stay tuned. We'll try to give you an update on LeRon Bailey's status. Of course, they're not going to know for sure, but I'm sure they have some sort of idea what it is, and he is grimacing badly on the bench. That's it. The Peekskill Red Devils are going to the Final Four with or without their big senior. Well, he's off the bench to hug anyway, even with the ice on his shoulder. Chris Riso and myself will be back for the, you see him grimacing, that's too bad. For the post-game comments, we'll talk to some of the players and Coach Panzanero, and we'll try to get you an update on Bailey. It's a final, 67-58. The Red Devils are going farther than they've ever been before.